Today was hard and frustrating, but I want to start with what I talked to Billy about before the game started, and that was we inherited two different programs. I felt like we had inherited a lot of talent when we got this job, and I don't know that she did, and I think that she has done a tremendous job in recruiting and building that team. And they look a lot better than they have in the last 2 years. And this game is going to continue to be this level of competitiveness. And I'm excited about that, that will continue to be stretched and pushed. As far as our team, we just don't make enough winning plays often enough. We play in spurts. What I'm in there talking to the team about right now is what is it going to take? What is it going to take for us to play consistently? What is it going to take for us to play with urgency? And those are, to me, are the biggest things that we have to figure out.
Coach, obviously not the outcome you wanted, but there was a moment there after the first quarter, near the end of the first quarter, you kind of voiced your opinion about getting the ball to the inside. We could hear you from the stands. You go on, score 28 straight there in the second quarter. Was that what you were looking to establish to do early in this contest?
Absolutely. And here's the thing, no coach wants to throw their kids under the bus. Every coach comes out here and talks about all the things that we can do better. And I do that all the time. My kids know when I felt like I should have called a timeout, when I should have changed defenses, when I should have subbed differently. They know all those things. And then at some point, there has to be some accountability for your ability to follow a game plan. And the reason why you see inconsistent play is because we have inconsistent focus. And as much as we have young players, they're not young anymore. They play 20, 25, 30 minutes a game. And at some point, we have to be able to turn the corner. So what you saw was the execution of the game plan that we practiced in the second quarter. And then sometimes you then saw us go backwards to where we were making reads instead of what we practiced. And we will continue to explain to them that the game plan is what you must follow because that's the plan everybody knows. When you start doing what you think, it's a secret. No one else knows what you're doing. I think we'll have to continue just to hit that point home.
There's a lot of young kids that don't understand this rivalry. Mm-hmm. Does this hurt you more than them? Because I know of your background.
I think that I have to be honest and tell you that every single loss that we have had has hurt me because they've been by 7 or less points. And I can go find those points anywhere and anything that I could have done differently. This one in particular bothers me because I felt we did everything we could to explain the importance of this game, what it was going to require, the energy that it was going to take to play 40 really tough minutes of basketball, to not fall apart when they had runs, and then to try to make our runs be longer and to have more of them. So that's what hurts is, as a coach, my ability to get my team to buy in and listen at the level that I need them to, no matter who we play.
Coach, obviously there towards the end, kind of back and forth battle, you guys had the opportunity to close the gap. That foul call there on Destiny, did they give you an explanation on why that was an offensive foul per se?
Yeah, I have to be honest, and I'm sure there's a line I have to tread here with officiating. That it wasn't helpful today. And you have to be careful with officiating because it takes away the win that your opponent earned. So in no way do I feel like one or two calls caused this game more than our poor play caused that, or my preparation for my team to play better. But yes, we have questions, several of them, and we anticipate getting them answered.
Just an off night for Maya, 2 out of 12, or was that credit them for the defense?
I think it's both. When you have someone like her, people are going to hone in on her. And what we talked about already as a team is her job is too difficult. We are not giving the ball to her quick enough. We are not hitting her when she's open. And I think those are moments where those shots, just a split second, that it gives her to get them off could absolutely change whether or not they go in. This is not an issue with Maya not caring or not being in the gym or not wanting to win this game. It has everything to do with when we recognize we have a player like that, we have to make sure that we're getting her the ball. And the same goes with Callie Barrett. I should not scream, give Callie the ball. Callie makes those shots. We should be hunting for her, searching for her, making sure that we give her the ball every single time that she's open. And again, these are things that we'll have to continue to teach. It's been a lot of teaching this year. But we'll have to continue to teach those things until they're ingrained and they become habits.
Speaking of Callie, obviously you spoke on earlier in the week about her journey and overcoming the injury. How cool was it to see her kind of have that moment where she starts game 5 from 6, 12 points? How cool was it to see her really flash that potential for you guys?
Yeah, I love it for her. This is someone who, again, when you have an injury, I think our kids fight really hard to come back. I think that when you are young, learning the difference between being injured and being hurt and being sore is something that you just have to go through. It's not something someone can convince you or something someone can tell you of. I think you simply have to go through it. And I think once she realized that she was no longer injured, she was just hurt and sore, I think it freed her up to have some really good practices, and that is why she played well today. She practiced well the last couple of days, too.
And obviously, on a different note, how cool is it to see Jillian there on the sideline there, especially in this rivalry matchup, everything she's done for this program? Just a full circle moment for you as a coach to see her kind of do differently on the sideline there?
I think it's amazing. Jill is a star. She was a star for us, a star in the community. The fact that she's on TV and or doing any type of analyst work is not surprising. I think she loves basketball. I think she loves Cincinnati. I think the camera obviously loves her too. So she's going to enjoy every minute of being on the sideline. I know that all of us, including our current team, believes that today would have went a little smoother. She was still in the jersey, but everybody has to graduate and move on.
She was local, and Mackenzie Gibbons local on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
This game probably meant a lot to her, and she had a heck of a
Yes.
game.
Yeah, she did. And these are things that again, when you try to prepare a team for those type of intangibles, because that's what that is. That is an intangible. When you have someone like Mackenzie Gibbons that is playing at Xavier, she is going to do everything that she can to win this game. When kids are from Cincinnati and from the area, they don't just go back to the university. They go back to their neighborhoods. They go back to their families, and they have to talk about this game. And so it's a different level of intensity that, again, I don't think we'll have trouble from here on out explaining what that looks like.
You have a girl from Cincinnati that's not playing, and
Yeah.
maybe at some point she gets
Yeah.
to experience this.
Yeah.
Any update with her? Or?
Well, Billy and I talked before and after the game, and it's the first thing that she said was get healthy. You know, I'll say this about our record. It is not indicative of the type of team that we are. Our record is indicative of a very, very tough schedule, including just simply playing on the road as much as we have. I think that if you add the Alexander to our team, I think we have a great chance of things looking different, our record looking different, just the way that our kids in some positions are a little run down from playing a bunch of minutes. I think D relieves all of that. The update is that we're excited that there's an opportunity for her to start practicing here soon, and that's when we'll get a really good look at how far she's come after her surgery.
There's no guarantee that kids come back in this day and age, but your young ones that played,
Yeah.
how much of an incentive? I mean, you never experienced this, but they lost one. So coming back the following year and getting one,
Yeah.
is that still as important as it used to be?
I think so. I think so. And I think that what this team has to focus on more than anything is the way that we protect Fifth Third Arena. When people come in here, we're supposed to be the type of team that people don't want to play. So physical, so tough, so aggressive that we rebound the ball, we get downhill, we go to the free throw line, that people say, ugh, I don't want to play Cincinnati. Or here we go playing Cincinnati again. And that to me is the main focus, and then the opponents will take care of itself. But we know we have to go to their place, next year. And as much as we're going to talk about it for the next 30 minutes, we have games that we have to play. So we'll move on the same way we would have if we had won. It just feels a lot different. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for being here and staying, too. I appreciate it.